Danganronpa.
Okay. Right, I'm not even going to stall for any much longer, because if I do, I won't be able to finish this trial. Anyways, hey guys, it's me, Asian ASC. Welcome back to some Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, part 23, I believe. Last time I left you guys in a cliffhanger to the start of the next class trial, and what might be the last class trial. Hopefully I can get through all of this. I have a feeling I might not be able to, because obviously finales don't end just like that. So you know, I just wanted to like get this all over and done with, because it's my day off. I want to get this done. Huh? On Facebook I have. You sure? It's just sending, that's why. Anyways, so yeah, right, let's just get into the stream, to be honest, because I've been waiting all day to do this. A lot of things have happened, and it's just caused me to delay this all the way to the end of my day, which, if I have to be perfectly honest, really annoyed me. But yeah, it's nothing I can do about it now other than stream, you know. Yeah, so we are now actually doing the trial of who murdered Mukuro Ikusaba, and then we also have to figure out the mysteries of the school. So I have a feeling, Hiya Joshua, welcome! Being it's that kind of trial, I don't think we can figure this all out in one stream. So it's going to be one of those streams where it's going to be quite a few parts, I believe. But yeah, so let's go through all of the bullets again, just so we have like a refresher of what everything is. And the Monokuma file that we are quite familiar with, just what happened to the body. Places to check, this was some of the areas that we had to check. Have been locked until this point. The headmaster's room on the 4th floor, biolab, Monokuma door, and the 2nd floor, and the dormitory areas. And the areas directly connected to their side, and the garden and the dome. Okay. The control room. This is how they controlled Monokuma. Top, this was found in the garden. Had played a part in Mukuro's murder. Had been stamped. A biolab had been stamped in the corner of it. Same kind of top was found in the biolab. Mukuro's profile, vitals. Yeah. It's been a while figuring out. Ultimate Despair are actually a group of people, not just one person. 1 year ago, the group brought the most single worst event in human history, motivated only by despair, making some of them the most despicable people ever to live. Hidden room present, which was the dead body of the headmaster. Photo of Kyoko and headmaster. E-handbook, which could open everything that the headmaster can. Just everything basically. Locker notebooks. This is where we found Yasuhiro's notebook in the locker room. And this is Kyoko's pocketbook. Biolab secret, which is where all the corpses were put. A corpse fridge had been stored in the biolab. Yeah, so the light showed how many bodies there were. And there was a total of 9 bodies. This is a group photo that Monokuma gave us, and it basically showed all the, you know, everyone but us, and it didn't make sense. Genocide Jack's memory, how their memory are split into 2 separate memories. So when Genocide Jill they call her Genocide Jill. Genocide Jill and Jack, they're the same people. Anyways, when Genocide Jack comes to life, she has her own memories, and obviously Toko has her own. They don't share memories. Kyoko's account, which was, she attests that both the stab wound and the blow to the head were inflicted after the death. Oh yeah. So Heya shared Heya. Oh my god, you don't understand, Shed. I've been so... I'm just like trying to get into the stream already. I want to like finish this before I need to go to bed. You don't understand. I've been wanting to do this for so long. Like the whole day. I had the whole day planned out. I was originally going to stream at like 6 by the time I came back from my gaming session, but I got home like an hour ago. So yeah. Anyways, interview DVD showing where everyone agreed to stay into the school and no one remembers it thanks to Monokuma's interference. Makoto wasn't able to watch the DVD all the way to the end. That's it. I have amazing sets of skills. I don't understand, like, would we need to replay the whole game to get all of the skills, or is it like possible to get all of them in one go? Anyways, no more stalling, let's start.
Since this will be the final class trial, I've come up with a special rule. So listen up! If you can figure out Mukuro's killer and go on to solve the mystery of this school, you guys win! But if you can't, then I win! And of course, waiting for the loser is the super exciting, super heart-pounding punishment!
Are you saying that if you lose, you'll execute yourself?
Yep, sure will.
And that's final? No loopholes? No wiggling out of it later?
Of course not! Bears never go back on their word!
No.
Never mind all that. I just have one question for you.
Oh, you're taking this serious, huh? Are you feeling okay?
What should be like a really random question?
Is the mastermind only one person?
Oh, smart. Oh, that's a really good question.
Don't bother. I already know the answer. You're all the mastermind, aren't you? You're all out to get me!
What the frick?
I'm right, aren't I? I knew it!
Huh. Interesting. Is the picture one of this? Yep, knew it. I'm gonna use the picture. I just know it.
You guys have all been working together, haven't you? I have evidence, so I know I'm right.
Hey, you stole my line. You're all out to get me. I'm sure of it. I have evidence of my own.
What a coincidence. I too have evidence to present. Evidence that proves everyone other than me has been working together.
What? Wait, hold on. This doesn't make any sense. How can the three of us each have that?
No, that's
I don't
wrong.
even need to listen to what he has to say. You just know it's the group picture. Because that's the evidence that Monokuma gave all of us.
It's not just you three. I have evidence too.
What? You too?
The evidence you're all referring to is this group photo, right?
Well, yeah. Huh? Wait, but mine's different. With the picture you have, I'm in it. But that can't be right. Because in my picture...
Oh!
See? I'm the only one not in it.
Look at Sakura. Sakura looks like she's about to go kill someone. I figured as much.
Hiro, you have a picture too, right? Let's see it.
Okay, but be careful with it. It's pretty important evidence.
Obviously, he's not in it. This one too. It's just like I thought.
So the secret in these pictures has been revealed.
Secret or whatever, I don't care. You guys are all in on this together. That's why I'm the only one missing.
But you're in my picture. You're the ones trying to trick me.
So the whole purpose behind these photos was to get us questioning and fighting with each other. The mastermind laid a trap to make us each think everyone else was working against us.
Huh? I laid a trap?
You activated my trap code.
A trap? How rude! What grounds do you have for such audacious accusations?
If you're friendly to reveal the trap, each person has something in common connection with what person is the witness. The one who's
I got it! In each case, the only one not in the picture is the person who received it. So, in the picture I got, I'm the only one missing. In the picture Hina got, she's the only one missing. And in the picture Hiro got, he's the only one missing.
As long as we're talking about it, I suppose I should show you my photo as well.
Yep.
In other words, Monokuma gave each of us a group photo in which that person wasn't included.
And when we each saw our picture, we just assumed everyone else was the enemy?
Figured it out, huh?
Yeah, I thought that must be it. But how was that a hint?
But you know, there might be more to this than just Monokuma trying to confuse us. There's something else that bothers me about everyone's picture. What is it? What's big?
Listen, can I see everyone's group photo one more time? It's not directly connected to what we're talking about, but I'd like to double check something.
Sure, no problem.
Yeah, I don't mind.
I'm sure there's something unusual about these group photos. What is it? I need to compare each of them one more time. Shiraku's photo. Wait, what? Sakura, how are you getting a fish? Wait, what? For freak's sake. Oh no, wait, what's that guy's name? He's also a Yasuhiro. Okay. Okay, so everyone is here. Even Mukuro's in it. Look, he's right there. Yeah, Hina's picture. Hiro's picture. Oh my god, guys, I remember who it is now. Because of this. There's something strange about all of them. Something I can't quite pin down. Something. Group photo.
Can you just forget about the photo already? Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
So you think they're fake? No, I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah! I don't remember ever taking a picture like that. So it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Huh?
Don't get me wrong. I don't remember taking this picture either. Is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. There might be some other reason. Some terrible reason. AKA, they lost their memory. AKA, it got stolen from them, like Kyoko said. An unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason. Oh, it's gonna be amnesia, isn't it? A-M-N, yeah. G-R. I would like an S, please. Freaking trying to trick me, thinking I don't know how to spell. You stupid.
Now I understand. Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense. As if. You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult-type story?
Yeah, we all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
So you're not sure that they wouldn't believe it, but no matter how many times they refuse, if that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it. Make your argument. I want the interview DVD.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
I promise you, I haven't lost my memory.
Lies.
Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's
Yeah, no, you
No,
don't.
that's wrong.
I know for sure that was it. Anything
Those
we-
photos aren't
proving
the only
amnesia, it
things
was just
that point to the
DVD.
possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
You're not gonna show us something indecent, are you?
Of course.
No, it's nothing like that. It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean
I mean all of us, including you.
you lie! I never did any kind of interview.
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
No, not really lost it. It got stolen, is what I'm
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
How can you say that? We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here!
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about?
us accepting to stay.
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
You also.
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
Toko, you hypocrite. You said
I
it
don't
too.
know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever?
Hiya, is it Kata or is it Kata? Hi Kata, it is the PS4, yes.
That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed. We only have one path in front of us.
To get rid of the mess.
Then we really...
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time.
But how could someone just steal our memories?
How? Come, that hardly matters right now. If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Our whole school life.
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, Those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
To get us all to kill each other. Well, not to get us all to kill each other.
Sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Blah.
Okay,
This
so
is
you want
really
us to
something,
figure out
guys.
who killed her before we do anything else.
So until we do that, well, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So, the one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose. Headmaster, okay. Control room, profile, hidden room, present.
So who
What was it?
did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million.
No, that's wrong.
Ah! I remember the control room had that hatch I could not access, but the game wouldn't let me.
There's no question that the mastermind is somewhere within the school.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
Yeah.
In the back of the data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma.
Yeah.
The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
Well, obviously not.
What? Why?
Recall what Makoto told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
I'm sure I told you this already, but this kiddie game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hose Peak since the kiddie game began are those 16 students.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
But how'd they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me! I'm not the mastermind!
Well, it's not me!
I blame Makoto!
What? Why me?
Cuz! It's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed!
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
You idiots. Frickin' it was an alter ego. Alter ego saved us.
Aw, nuts! You got me!
Wait! What are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Oh yeah, her account.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
The other room.
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago, so they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense. Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
How would you know?
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right? So that means, you know.
You're wrong.
Her profile said otherwise, didn't it? It said her something. I remember it was even a profile. Yeah, she didn't have a single scar or wound when she came to Hope's Peak Academy.
She denied me before I could even say anything.
She likes this kind of stuff, innit? She's like,
come on. I mean, you think I'm not weird, okay? At least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
if you're so sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place? Okay, let's get a nuclear profile. So that's what we want. There we go. Tap it up.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
There we go.
No, that's wrong. No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
To be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing.
What is wrong with her?
Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Anyway,
Like,
so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Fatal injury.
But if that's what killed her, then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
Wait, how many days has passed since we've been in the school? Like, have we been here for a week yet? Or has it been like only if it's only a few days, then it might be one of the first few people who died. Not the truth really. So it could be, it might be one of the first few people who died. Because she must have been in disguise. Because, oh, I remember now. Yep, I remember what happened to her. I'm not gonna tell you guys though. You guys can figure it out. I'll show you guys anyway.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night? Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant. If Mukuro had already been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So who was it that attacked you?
The mastermind.
I got it!
Duh.
The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask, I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask. The true identity of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think. Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
That it wasn't Mukuro? No, there's no way Mukuro is the one that attacked me. Even if I didn't see her face. She didn't have a tattoo. If you compare what we know about Mukuro to the masked attacker, it should be obvious. It is the tattoo of the Fenrir! Let me... Fatal injury...
You never...
What was fatal injury? What? Oh, no.
Saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba!
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand?
Wait, oh, sugar, I didn't mean to send it. Right, she has... Frick, I forgot. Wait, hold on. Frick, I forgot what hand it was. Fenrir had a tattoo on... What hand? It was her right hand. It was her right hand.
Or the left hand?
Oh, frick, I didn't mean to send that off.
Shoot!
I meant to use...
You never saw it, so you can't have. I'm telling you now. You're wrong. There's another part of the.
Oh? Is it the right hand?
Or the left, maybe the. Or perhaps. Or could it be. The hip? You never saw their.
So you can't have any idea. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong.
Frick.
There's another part of the. Oh? Is it the.
Right hand?
Or the left, maybe the. Or perhaps. Or could it be. The hip? You never saw their.
So you can't have any. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
Yes!
No,
Yes,
that's
go
wrong.
on! Game man. Freaking trolling.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo.
Yeah.
But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me.
And they didn't have it.
And there was no such tattoo. So there's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, you know, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah! We were in the gym tearing you apart, so it could have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her. Uh-oh, no snappy comeback. Did I score a bullseye?
Nah.
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
She's gonna show her hands.
Huh? Show me what?
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Before anyone could say anything. Do we actually get to see her hands? Toko was removing her
Your hands!
Without thinking, I let out a gasp. It was more than just a little burn.
Awful, isn't it? It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
Oh. Oh, Kyoko is so bad. Kyoko seemed to savor the words as she said them. Then she put her gloves back on.
My scars should suffice as proof.
Their hands were perfect.
Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
No, he wouldn't have let out a gasp at that if he knew.
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
This is just awful! On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours.
That's so...
Sorry. Did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. You can say whatever you want.
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet, because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
That's true. All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not going to tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she
Hey,
died
Ninja,
after
welcome.
our
Welcome
little
back.
killing game began here.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right? Did the culprit stash her somewhere? She couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
Then, she was being stored somewhere?
Yeah.
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
The morgue. The
I
biolab.
got it! Mukuro's body
sorry,
was
I didn't get
probably
back
kept
from that.
hidden in the
Oh, that's
biolab.
alright. Don't worry about it.
The biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
I'm unable to talk because I don't want to speak over them talking. Because obviously there's like all this amazing voice acting. I don't want to like talk on top of it.
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then you're also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
Carried from but proof that shows the body was carried from the top.
I got it!
Yeah, because they got
What
the
makes
top
me
from
so sure the
biolab.
body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
Oh, wow.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
Wow. You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's the point.
But that's just a wild guess. Where's your evidence? Prove that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Worked up?
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room, isn't it?
Are you talking about unmasking the mastermind?
Oh.
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
The number of people dead. Could you be
La la
thinking
la,
about-
I can't hear you. La 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 la.
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore him.
I need to put myself together and think. The inconsistency in the biolab could... you be
Hey,
thinking
by the way,
about-
Makoto, what about that one thing?
What one thing?
What do you think I'm talking about? Your family.
What?
Don't tell me you forgot about that video message.
Why does Makoto's dad look like the headmaster as well? Plot twist, Kyoko and freaking Makoto are related.
So what do you think? Are you sure your family's still okay?
Why is he talking about that?
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister. What do you think has happened to your family? Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Stop talking about that!
Calm down, Makoto. He wants you to get upset.
Yeah, I need to calm down. I can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of the biolab. So if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. The light. Oh, crap. Okay.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? Proof! 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 Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Proof! 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 Are you sure about this? Proof! Proof! Proof!
Oh my god.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure
Frick! Oh my god.
about this?
Oh god, I failed that so badly. Well, yeah.
I refuse to give up yet!
I'm not gonna die like that. What the frick? Okay, come on.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? Proof! 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 Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Proof! 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 Are you sure about this? Proof! 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 Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? What? What do you want? Are you sure
Oh my god.
about this? Are you sure about this? Proof! 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 Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this?
Oh, okay.
I'm not listening!
Oh, frick! Are you kidding me?
I refuse to give up yet!
I didn't even get to see what the bullets were. And I also forgot that there was... Who followed? What? What happened? I'm so confused. Oh, Kyle! Thank you so much for subscribing on YouTube and welcome to the weird Asian family. I don't even freaking know. Can't give up now. Okay, okay. If it gets worse, activate fever time. I remember there was fever time. So thank God I did that.
Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about this? Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? What? What do you want? Are you sure about this? Proof, proof, proof! Are you sure about this? I'm not listening!
This should prove
There
it.
we go. Freaking hell. What? I was looking for the lights. I even said
The
the lights
inconsistency
before.
Kyoko's talking about is the lights.
What are you talking about? What about the lights?
Like I said before, the biolab also acts as a morgue.
Yeah.
And as part of that, a giant refrigerator was installed in there. That's where everyone who's died is stored.
Yes.
And it was
turns
set
on.
up so that when a slot had a body in it, a blue light would turn on.
Exactly.
In other words, if the blue light is on, that means there's a body in that slot.
Yes.
But I counted up the number of blue lights that were on, including the one Mukuro was in, and there were only 9.
Why does that matter? You gotta give me the bite-sized version here, man.
9 lights doesn't make sense. There should be... Oh, quick maths. Quick maths. I don't know. So there's 16 students minus 9. 16 minus 9 is 7. How many of us are alive? I don't remember how many of us are alive. Ah! Okay, so there's Makoto, Kyoko, Yasu, Hina, Byakuya, and Toko. There's 6 of us. There should be 10.
I got it! 10 of the lights should have been on. Any other number is incredibly suspicious.
Quick math, yeah? Where's the quick math? For fuck's sake. There should be 10 lights, because if all the 10 people that we saw died is actually dead, there should be 10 people since there's 6 of us left. So if there was 6 of us there, that means obviously one of us would be the mastermind. Well, obviously there's only 9. So that means one person is still alive. So there's 7 people alive. Thank you, Cringe Master. I do my best.
Suspicious? Why?
That's simple. Just recall who's died here so far, and it should become clear.
That's right. The keys, that's the key solving the mystery. Sayaka died first. Junko was second. Leo was third. Chihiro was fourth. Mondo was fifth. Taka was sixth, and Hifumi was seventh. And Celeste was eighth. Sayaka was ninth. And victim number 10 was Mukuro.
So 10 people in all?
That's right. Any other number should make you immediately suspicious.
Obviously, since we see
But
9
according
lights,
to the lights in the biolab, only 9 people were being stored there.
You're saying a dead body just up and disappeared?
I got it! The mastermind destroyed one of the bodies to get rid of evidence.
why?
But if they wanted to do that, they would have destroyed Mukuro's body, since they actually killed her. And yet, her body was left alone.
Then, whose body disappeared?
It may very well be that none of them disappeared.
But if that's true, then why doesn't the body count match?
Including Monokuma's executions, there have apparently been 10 deaths, but there were only 9 bodies.
So that means one of the deaths that we saw was not actually
That's the point I'm trying to make.
I'm completely lost. How can the number of victims be less than the number of murders?
Explanation for more murders than victims. Why is that? Why would it take only mastermind destroyed a body, same person was killed twice?
I got it!
There we go.
What about if the same person was killed twice?
That would explain why they died. Mukuro was killed twice.
Huh? Killed twice?
Officially, 10 murders have been committed so far. But one of the victims may have been murdered, and then murdered again.
Murdered and murdered again?
If that's the case, there could have been 10 killings, but still only 9 victims, right?
Technically, you're right, I guess. But still, something like that.
Yes, killed twice.
Could easily have happened. No, it is what happened.
Sounds like you're already convinced. Then can you tell us who was killed twice?
It was Mukuro, of course. Before she was killed as Mukuro Ikusaba, she was killed as someone else.
And that's why the body had to be stored in the biolab until the moment we found it in the garden.
No, that's crazy talk. She was killed as someone else? Come on! Besides, who could that someone else even have been?
All you have to do is look at those bodily injuries of hers, and that will become obvious.
Nothing's gonna become obvious! Because Kyoko's totally delusional!
Okay, I need the fatal injuries. Yep. I have a feeling they might not be yet. When they give less like this, that means we have to borrow someone's bullet.
Who is this someone else that Mukuro was killed
There's a
as?
lot of pages.
Was it Sayaka Maizono? Junko Enoshima? Leon Kuwata? Chihiro Fujisaki? Mondo Owada? Kiyotaka Ishimaru? Hifumi Yamada? Celestia Lu... whatever? Or maybe... Sakura Ogami? No. There's no way anyone was murdered twice!
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, guys.
Junko.
Junko died having multiple spears stabbed into her. That would explain the multiple fatal injuries that Mukuro suffered. Mukuro was pretending to be Junko, and she ended up dying.
Wasn't her fatal injury pretty similar to Mukuro's?
What do you mean?
Well, remember what happened to her? She was impaled by a bunch of spears, all over her body.
And Mukuro died from a number of wounds across her body. When you compare that to the stab wounds Junko suffered...
Then the similarities match?
Yes, and those are the only fatal injuries that match up. That explains why those two bodies are actually one and the same.
So let me see if I have this straight. Junko, or someone going by that name, was stabbed to death with multiple spears. Then her body was kept in the biolab for however long before being dragged out again. Only this time, it was presented as the corpse of one Mukuro Ikusaba.
It all matches up, right? Those wounds Junko suffered could easily be these same injuries.
Then, it's really true? Mukuro and Junko are the same person? Wait, so then... what does it all mean?
It means that there haven't been 10 victims, but 9.
And the real mastermind. The real mastermind's Junko, guys.
Which also means that among the people we thought were dead, one is still alive.
And that's the true identity of the mastermind?
Who is it? Who's behind all this?
What are you freaking
We already know the answer to that. It's Mukuro. She She's still alive!
You're an idiot, Toko. You're a freaking idiot.
She took Junko's body and made it look like she was the one who died. So Mukuro is still alive. She's gotta be. Total silence? Then I must be right. I'm right, aren't I?
No, you're not. The one who's still alive is Mukuro, but can we really believe that? No, we can't. It's not true.
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
That's right. She made it look like Junko's body was her. So the mastermind's true identity is Mukuro.
What do you say, Monokuma? Do you give up?
The body we found in the garden. It wasn't Mukuro.
Then she's still alive?
What's Mukuro's profile? Just so I can be definitely sure what I'm looking at. I didn't have any scars. Features. Not just these characteristics.
That's right. So the mastermind's true identity.
What do you say, Monica?
The body we.
It wasn't Mukuro.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Kyoko herself confirmed it with us that the body matches with the whole
No,
thing.
the body we found in the garden was Mukuro. That's one thing we can be sure of. The body's appearance and measurements are consistent with her records. Right, Kyoko?
She was 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed 97 pounds. Her vitals were 31, 21, 32. Everything in her profile is consistent with that corpse.
And then there's the matter of the Fenrir tattoo. So there's no question it's her.
But if Mukuro's not the mastermind, then who's actually still alive?
Junko made it look like they died, but they're actually still alive. The only person that could be.
Here's my answer. Junko is still alive. It's the only possibility.
Are you sure about that?
Huh?
I admit, since Mukuro is undoubtedly dead, Junko does seem to be the only other explanation. But we saw her get impaled. She died right before our very eyes. If Junko were still alive, the death we saw would had to have been some kind of charade. But you yourself confirmed she was dead, did you not?
Now that you mention it, I didn't place my hand on Junko's lifeless body. I touched hers to check for a pulse, like they do in movies and stuff, but she really is dead. There wasn't anything else to say, she was gone. I did check absolutely, and I
She was dead. There's no question. Junko was dead.
So, the idea that she's still alive.
It must be wrong.
Then you're withdrawing your previous statement?
I know you gave it your best shot, but too bad. I guess your conclusion was a dud. Too bad, too bad.
This case hasn't been decided just yet.
Oh?
You haven't given up already, have you, Makoto?
No, of course not. There's no way I'd give up that easy.
That's all well and good, but how do you intend to solve the problem standing in your way? Junko absolutely died. Mukuro absolutely died.
Then both of them are dead, right? There can't be any kind of survivor story.
We already established that Mukuro died pretending to be Junko.
I think we need to look at this from the opposite direction.
Huh? The opposite direction?
Let's assume Junko is still alive. If so, How could she have survived?
If she herself wasn't the actual person who got stabbed, how could she have survived? I checked her, she was dead, I'm sure of that. But still, if she were alive somehow, could it be that Junko is not the one that died? It wasn't Junko but someone else entirely. Maybe she used some sort of trick. Makeup! Nope. Nope. I don't know. Copycat. Bro, I'm done. Nope, that ain't it. Replacement. Oh my days, I'm done. Replacer. She was replaced.
Now I understand.
Oh my god. I'm so freaking done. I was like,
That's it! What if she switched places with someone else?
Switched places?
That's right. Before the spears could kill her, she got someone to take her place. Specifically, Mukuro Ikusaba.
Then that would make it Mukuro's corpse that showed up later.
Which is why the body's height and weight and everything match Mukuro's profile, right?
I don't know anything about this switching places thing, but... that had to be Junko who got stabbed to death, right?
Yeah, you're saying they switched? When could they even have done that?
Nighttime.
Right when she was about to die? Like she used some kind of ninja replacement technique?
Not at all!
Good point. There's just no way they could have switched like that. So maybe the whole idea is wrong.
There has to be some way to figure out how to bring it. They switched at the beginning. They switched.
I got it! The two of them may have switched places from the very beginning.
What? From the beginning?
Yes, from the moment we first met. If that's when they switched, then they wouldn't have had to switch at the moment of death, right? After all, the one we saw at that point would have already been Mukuro.
Hold on. So, you're saying the Junko we first met was actually Mukuro all along?
Then we'd already met her?
I had, like, a normal conversation with her.
When we first met, none of us knew who anyone else was. So Mukuro could have simply told us her name was Junko, and we never would have known the difference.
Exactly.
That would easily allow the two of them to switch places from the very beginning.
Indeed.
Wait, but Mukuro had a tattoo on the back of her hand, right? Junko never had any tattoo like that, did she?
It's called makeup.
She could have hidden it with foundation or something like that. If she did, it likely melted away in the explosion, exposing the tattoo after the body was extinguished.
True.
Plus, there were the fake nails found on the hands of Mukuro's body. They were the same fake red nails she was wearing when we all met for the first time.
But if she really did use foundation.
Correct. Even if there was no tattoo on her hand, I couldn't say for certain it wasn't Mukuro. So I'm glad nobody noticed that glaring hole when we were trying to figure out who attacked Makoto.
But too bad for you, Monokuma. You can't deny it anymore.
Wait, so this whole thing was a setup from the very beginning?
Oh.
If that's true, it was quite an elaborate plan to be sure, making it look like Mukuro was Junko.
The reason such an elaborate plan was possible is because the two of them were working together.
So Mukuro, the ultimate despair, teamed up with someone like her. In other words, it would be fair to say that Junko herself was also the ultimate despair.
What's wrong? Lost the will to fight back?
I think he's just afraid.
Afraid? What's that mean, afraid? Fear is only possible where hope is possible. I only have despair, so fear is an alien concept to me.
Then why haven't you been saying anything?
Because it's a bunch of nonsense. Junko's my secret identity? As if.
Then why did you try and protect Junko's real identity?
I tried to protect her identity? When did I do that?
So he still refuses to admit it, but he can try to deceive us all he wants. It doesn't matter, because I've already figured it out. The pictures! He tried to hide Junko's identity, and not just once, but twice. The first time was during our investigation. The first one was during our investigation.
Shoot!
Okay. During the investigation. Not once, but twice. The first was our latest investigation. I don't know. This? Okay, and...
Shoot!
Oh, frick, we lost.
I refuse to give up yet!
Oh god, I don't know.
The two of them?
What?
Oh god, I should away from here. Papa. Oh man, this is off. Alright, okay. Okay, we've been through this already. So how did one of them do it before? Like, one of them tried to do it. The explosion! The explosion! Right? The explosion, right? Oh,
Shoot!
yeah. Oh no, I was meant to view it, not send it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh well, at least I know that for sure, but it's not it. What spotlights you got?
I got it!
Oh!
While I was in the AV room, watching the DVD of our interviews with the headmaster.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere. It wasn't just a monitor, the DVD itself had apparently turned off. Which of course meant the DVD wasn't playing anymore. What the heck just happened? Oopsies, looks like it broke out of order. What? Well, what? It just happened to break just now? Now then. When doesn't matter, failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
You made sure I couldn't finish watching the video. And the reason you did that is because you didn't want me to see the real Junko, did you?
Oh, yeah! If everyone was in that video, of course Junko would have had to show up.
And if Makoto saw the real Junko, it would have been totally obvious that the Junko we met was an imposter.
That whole power outage thing was just a fluke!
It wasn't just a fluke. The mastermind definitely orchestrated that power outage. And it's not the only time they tried to hide Junko's identity. To cover up one other piece of evidence, I'm gonna reveal that. AKA the group photo. Oh, great. Okay. This again.
Punishment is waiting for you. I'm not listening. What are you even talking about? Punishment is waiting for you. I'm not listening. What are you even talking about? Punishment is waiting for you.
Group photo.
That's impossible!
This should prove it.
There we go. Woo! 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 Great.
The video wasn't the only thing you tried to cover up. You did the same thing with this group photo.
Uh-oh.
I noticed it just a little while ago, when we were all comparing the photos we'd gotten. In all the photos, there's a certain similarity, an unusual circumstance.
What's so unusual about them?
The unusual circumstance common to all these photos is Junko's face was covered each time. You couldn't see her face. Is Junko's
I got it! Junko's face. The one thing common to every single photo is that you can't see her face.
I love how Sakura is the one who just makes the picture, man. Aww.
It's hard to believe her face would just happen to be hidden in every single picture, don't you think? And on top of that, in this photo, you can see that Mukuro is clearly visible. So in other words, at that point, the two of them hadn't switched yet. With all that in mind, there's no doubt that the girl whose face is hidden here is the real Junko. Which is why you had to have pictures that didn't show her face. Because if we could have seen her face, then it would have clearly revealed that the Junko in the pictures wasn't the Junko that we knew.
Xanadu!
I believe everything Makoto said is true. Junko and Mukuro switched places before we met either of them.
So she killed Mukuro, who had taken her place, making it look like she'd died. And the real Junko is still alive.
And she's the one behind this whole murderous situation. This killing game. She's the true mastermind and the ultimate despair.
Xanadu times 2!
With this, the identity and the crimes of the mastermind have been exposed.
No, wait, hold on!
Don't bother trying to deny it. There's no more room for debate. You don't have anywhere left to run. I'll prove everything. Right now.
Oh, is it comic time? Woo! Yes, let's do this. Alright, okay, cool. Act 1. What was the identity of the ultimate who I met? Wait, help. Controls. Select panel. How do I I want to see what the panels are. You find it lined up to use the panel's fist. You know what? I'll just put that one down. Where did the mastermind keep Mukuro's body? They kept the body in the Wait, what was the question? Just to be sure. Keep Mukuro's body. Yeah. Okay, the mastermind attacked me with something. What was it? When the mastermind attacked me, who was there to stop them? Okay. After their surprise attack failed, the mastermind fled my room. What did the mastermind do with the mask after they took it off? They placed it on the body. What was the condition of the dead body when we first found it in the garden? It was like this. Then they took off the mask and then the bomb exploded. Okay, we couldn't identify it because it got blown up.
Here's exactly what happened.
Hopefully I got the right pictures.
We met the ultimate fashionista, Junko and Oshima, right after we all arrived here. But that wasn't the real Junko. The girl we saw before us was actually the 16th student who had taken Junko's place. And that girl's name was Mukuro Ikusaba. But it wasn't long before she died at the hands of Monokuma. In other words, the mastermind, Junko and Oshima.
Okay, I got that right, cool.
Her body was kept in a biolab, which had been converted into a morgue until Junko decided to put her body to use. Junko dragged the body out of the biolab, using the tarp to carry her to the garden. She fabricated the murder to try and frame Kyoko, who'd proven to be one big thorn in her side. Meanwhile, she wanted us all to think Mukuro was still alive and hiding somewhere inside the school. So she put on a mask and then attacked me. After making sure I'd gotten a good look at the mask, she left the room. Then she put the same mask on Mukuro's body. This was all to make us think the person who attacked me and the corpse were one and the same. She wanted us to believe the murder had only recently taken place.
Awesome. Got it right, yeah!
Finally, by strapping a bomb to the body, she was able to destroy any remaining evidence. She needed to hide the body's true identity. She had to make sure we didn't find out it was actually the same person we'd met in the beginning. This is the truth behind Mukuro's murder, and the one who carried it all out is the true mastermind. The one controlling Monokuma. The real Junko and Oshima!
Woo! Complete.
That's the whole story behind this incident. Well, what do you have to say to that?
What? Are you broken again?
You can't get out of this, so don't even try.
Come on! It's time you finally revealed yourself!
It's not like you're an endangered species or something. How long do you plan to keep hiding?
Give it up, Junko. The game's over.
Over?
You're not narrating the narrator. I need you to further enhance my streaming viewing experience. Hey, I don't know. I don't want to read over them. They're being, like, voice act. I should appreciate. You should appreciate it, Kyle. Like.
Did you really think the story would end once we reach the climax of the case?
I don't wanna read over.
Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Because if I do, it's just like, I feel rude, isn't it? Oh, what's happening? Oh, she's here! Ultimate Despair, Junko and Ashima. She's here in the flesh.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear. If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world.
Oh god, this is why I loved her. Welcome, Jeremy Joyce. I know, Danganronpa is so cool. Freaking out. Oh, this is why I loved her so much. I remember why now. Her personality. Freaking. You know what I mean when you listen to her.
We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
No.
Oh, did you think I was being serious? Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
This is the mastermind? She's the real
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Your face.
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
Chihuahuas are not even cute. But alright.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
No, I do remember seeing it. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere before. In the headmaster's room before arriving at school? Yeah, before
I
arriving
got
at
it!
school. Magazines!
That's right! It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. And you were on it!
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
I've seen her on tons of magazine covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality. Huh? Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Well, of course, there's a totally Photoshop. Photoshop? Yeah, you know, edited to hell and back, like computers and junk. Oh, so they aren't real.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
Shed, you come. I know. And Kyle not reading all of it, you can read it. I'll leave it to you. I'll give you something to do. But yeah.
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro. She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
Twins?
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it. So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship.
Plot twist!
The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima!
Language!
And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Whoa! She's a totally different person now!
Like I said, I get bored easy as hell! I even get fucking bored with myself! But if you're twins, why do you have different last names? Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over?
Yes, Junko, cuz. Oh, there we go. You're like, just swap it over, cuz, you know, you just can, innit?
Just make up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But if she was your twin, that means you killed your own sister?
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if!
Well, I suppose I'd better explain. For my plan to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family.
Oof.
Leaving me behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment.
Oof.
So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life.
Shed, if you look at my Instagram, I only ever drew Junko. I never drew Kyoko once. I freaking like Junko as well, but you don't understand. And it annoys me so much that I forgot she was the ultimate despair. Like, how the frick did I forget she was the ultimate despair? Oh, for frick's sake, you know what? Just continue.
I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way. Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the 3 atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive.
Oof.
It was atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society. Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines. Being the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away. Which is precisely why I killed her, to meet everyone's expectations.
Wow.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Hey, Abato. Junko sounds like your sis when she's not interested in your Pokemon hype. Wow. Oh, and I switched because I'm on the road and I kept lagging on Twitch. Ah, no, I went for dinner. I went to Red Lobster. Oh, okay. Hey, Abato, welcome. Heading home now. All right.
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring. So, I changed things just a bit and decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal. Just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
Huh? This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
So, you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance, but she did teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't you think?
How can you talk like that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
That personality triggers me. GG.
What? I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar? Jeez, misunderstandings sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know? So we never had any kind of hope or expectations. Nope, I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret.
But I feel like Mukuro was not like that. I feel like she was doing it just to please Junko. Because Junko seemed to be like the girl who got everything, did everything right, you know?
So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
That's not true at all. We were twins. How could I not be sad? That's why it gets me so excited.
Huh?
Killing my precious sister with my own two hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super despair.
Oh, this person who voice acts. Oh, they're so good.
It just feels so good.
It feels so good.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Mr. Super there, wow.
And my sister too. In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
She doesn't belong in this timeline, guys. That's the kind of person she is. No, I'm joking.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts!
Yeah, man.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak.
Oof.
So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic. I'm the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No, I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
Noble my ass.
Don't you mean had
Yes,
that
but
noble blood?
it was the person I remembered. It was, I remembered it was Junko. That's why when I was doing a lot of the bullets and stuff, it was easy because it was easy to link it to her. It was like, wait, because before it was like I remembered who it was, but I don't remember how it was her. And then I was just like, wait, okay, I just gotta link it to Junko somehow. And then obviously I managed to, you know, get it all sorted, and it was okay. I don't know.
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so...
Wait, what was she saying? You mean you had that movie blood? Oh.
Slow! You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer! So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating!
Damn straight! That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to solve all these mysteries. And then... we'll have our victory!
I'm speaking to you like all these characters from now on. If you do, you don't understand, that will make my day. Oh, I freaking love Danganronpa, man. Junko and Ashima, I freaking love it.
I can't wait!
Alright, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
When the group pictures were taken, and those interviews, it must mean I got it! It must have something to do with our entrance exams.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
Memories of something. Share something in common with a few other things. Okay. We don't remember. Is Shredden Cringe on YouTube or is my chat fucked? I can just... Yeah, they're on YouTube. They're on my YouTube channel. That's why I stream on both. A lot of people tend to come to YouTube to like chat, and obviously Twitch is just so I can get more people to sort of watch, I guess. I don't know. It's nice to like have a chat to talk to. And some people I know like to use Twitch instead of YouTube anyway. Like Kyle there. Freaking Kyle. Yeah, Cringe and Shred likes to be on YouTube. Cringe likes to be... Well, Cringe doesn't have a Twitch, so I'll keep my Twitch remotes every day. I always stream to both sides just so both people can, you know, watch. But there will be some times where I will only stream on Twitch, only because YouTube have actually claimed one of my recent Danganronpa videos, which was part 21. They've actually uncopyright claimed that one now, so you can actually view that video, thank God. Because that was the one where we found out that Alter Ego saved us. And it really, really made me upset when I found out that, you know, Spike Chunsoft tried to, you know, block that video. But when I disputed it, they unblocked it for me. I think it was one of those auto kind of like copyright claims. So when they disputed it, they got rid of the whole claim, and now you guys can actually view the video, which is that's all I care about, to be honest. If they claimed it, then they can claim it. I just don't want the video to be removed. So there will be days or times where I will stream only on Twitch. That's only because Twitch won't copyright claim or remove a video. Oh man. Cringe likes me. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, it's just like I want to be able to stream without having to worry about the video disappearing. Obviously, Twitch, I have the videos there, but they only last for like a month, I believe, or something. They're not there forever, basically. Which is what and I can't save them to my laptop because my laptop doesn't have a lot of memory. I would buy another hard drive to like transfer all the videos to, but obviously being live streams, they're going to be too long. But yeah, so there are games, if I do stream them, they will only be on Twitch. So I will like post up a video on YouTube saying I am live. I believe making a Twitch account is really easy, so Cringe, if you ever want to like watch me play another game, you can just make a quick easy account and you should be able to find me, so it should be fine. I don't know whether you actually need an account to watch streams or whether it's just to like comment and stuff. I don't know. Anyways, let's continue on because I have to get to bed soon. Thinking back to what Monokuma's told us, the memories stolen for us, what we must relate to. The motives Monokuma came up with, Russia found the founding of the school. No motives.
I got it!
That's it.
You're talking about the motives you provided to try and get us to kill each other, right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important.
Hope? You have hope?
It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners. So then, let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
A theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
It was human connection.
I got it! The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
She has a heart? I know! Yare yare daze. That JoJo pose.
Ding, ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationships. For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the results. It was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Oh my god, Homedale, thank you for subscribing and welcome. I don't know what it is. My ops won't show that I got a new subscriber. It's a bit weird. Like, I get that noise, but it doesn't say that I've got. I don't know. It's a bit weird. Most recent subscriber. Almost 200 subs. Who? Done 2 streams in a row. Basically full time. Who? Me? Holy frick! Barto? Exo Barto OX, thank you for subscribing, or was it following? I don't. Oh, Lazarus! Oh my god, I didn't realize. welcome, Laz. I'm like trying to figure out why I just subscribed, because why not? Wait, what? Wait, I'm so confused. What? How does one subscribe? Are you talking about? I'm so confused because it says it's subscribed, but I don't know whether it's you know what? Let's continue over the game.
Okay, time for the next question. So what was the theme for the second motive?
Who was the second person to die? Because I can't remember. Strong heart, the past. The meaning of life. No, it wasn't. I can't remember who died second. Report card. The order was Sayaka died first, so Leo died. And then who died next? Junko died, but that was her own fault. Chihiro died next. Who killed? Secrets.
Shoot!
Frick. The past.
I got it!
Secrets of the
It was
past.
our past, right?
Yay!
Oh, thank you, Butter.
Makoto got
I
it right
appreciate that. Thank you.
again! That time, the theme was... embarrassing memories and secrets! Yeah! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
So, how long do you plan on dragging this out?
Relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
Money. Money.
I got it! It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again!
Look at those bills.
Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain. Her greed led to all kinds of death and destruction.
Oh yeah, man.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
Hers was a suicide. Motive was betrayal.
I got it! In her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see, once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards.
But you're just making it worse. You're honestly making it worse. Damn, Junko, what that mouth do? You know what?
Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world.
That is my favorite pose of hers. It's like where she's almighty.
In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth. They compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
The seed of despair. I love the way she told me.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment.
Hey, Monokuma Bear, welcome back! Oh! There's a lot of familiar faces in the chat right now. I love this. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for popping by. Appreciate you guys.
And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope. Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
Yin and yang.
How much longer is this stupid speech of yours? Weren't we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope.
How?
Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
Because you didn't remember the despair events, maybe?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Is that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
Really? Does that really count?
What are you talking about?
If none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place. That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
The only reason we want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
That is very true, because in the video, we even agreed to, you know, not wanting to leave the school.
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Eddie slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Hold on. I need my charger before we get that hint. Oh god. To it. Yin yang just like me. Oh wow, you're right, you're black and white. You're a monotone color, I get it? Because you're Monokuma. Well, here it comes, Crush on Juno. Kyoko would away, fight me. Batteries are always fun. I know, right, guys? Right.
Huh? Really?
Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd like for you to see the outside world.
I'm sorry, guys.
You mean the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair. Now then, open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls! This is the outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
Oh my fridge. Now that can't be true. Oof. Oof. That face.
What the?
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense!
Big oof indeed, guys. A really huge oof.
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
We should recognize it? What about it should we recognize? This whole thing is
That
insane.
world is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, cause it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die.
Oh.
I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, cause now it's time for the final class trial.
Oh! Something tells me that's just bad for the shop. Kyoko's memory. That's it. There you go. We need that. Genocide Jack's memory.
Come on, bitches! Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing!
What's the meaning of the footage we saw? Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
If nobody can remember anything...
No, that's wrong.
Ha ha ha!
Actually, she might remember.
Who might remember?
The other Toko. Genocide Jack.
What?
The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge, but their memories aren't linked, right?
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her? No! Absolutely not! That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity!
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
There was no hesitation. That was...
Dun, da, da, da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer!
Oh man. Well guys, I guess I'm gonna be ending it here. Leave on another cliffhanger. I'm actually gonna be cruel and do that, you know? I'm actually gonna do that. You guys gonna hate me? Are you guys gonna hate me for doing this? Because I will do it. Because I have to get to see it. Give Toko a tissue. Rip the cliffhangers. Oh damn, that's messed up. Oh. Yeah. The only reason why I'm doing it is because, you know, I have to get to bed and it's 12. Honestly, I really wanted to do this in one stream, but, you know, I can't. I didn't manage to stream one time due to some technical difficulties in IRL. But yeah, I'm just gonna sort of end this video here, because as much as I don't want to, I'm sorry guys for doing this. Yeah, I'm sorry guys, I'm so sorry. But yeah, thank you. I just want to say thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. I honestly appreciate it so much. It really makes my day when I see people like you guys just return back just to watch me play a game that I really enjoy actually. It's nice to sort of share all of this, so I'm glad I can share it with someone at least. And I'm glad it's you guys, because you make the whole stream fun. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for being part of this stream. Those on YouTube who are watching this, if you like it, give it a like. If you didn't, obviously comment down below, leaving a reason why you didn't like it, and next time I'll do my best to improve. Obviously, if you're watching this as a past live stream, kudos to you for making it all the way to the end. I think I might make it a little, clap so you guys can just send claps throughout the whole chat to everyone who like actually sits down and watches this whole stream. Because honestly, kudos to you, I'm full of cringe, so the fact that you managed to reach all the way to the end of the video, congrats to you. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Obviously, subscribe if you want to see more from me. Follow if you're on Twitch and want to get notifications for when I stream. Cringe, thank you. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys coming by, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, good night guys, bye bye.